This is so much fun playing here tonight. Thank you. Thank you to Paul. I'm glad that you moved here, because now I get to have another concert stop. I hope you keep these going. And I was saying to Crawfy, who came down from Glasgow with his lovely wife Tina right there next to him. Crawfy is a mobile barber. Drives to people's houses and cuts their hair. And we met online. He somehow contacted me on Facebook. I think he liked my Facebook page. And then he wrote me a note, and we started sort of communicating. And so this trip, I showed up in Glasgow, and he comes to the gig, and he brings his lovely wife Tina. And I said, hey man, tomorrow I have to go find a place to get my laundry done first before we meet to have lunch. And he goes, I'll give it to, I'll take it home. My wife will do your laundry. And I said, she will? And he said, yeah. And I said, only if you can get her to take a picture wearing my underwear. And text me. So that's how hospitable they are in Glasgow. He took a picture of her wearing my lavender underwear. And then he made me erase it.
I've still got
a picture. I acted like I erased it. So Tina, thank you for doing my laundry.
You're welcome.
That was so nice of you. It's never smelled that good. And the shirts were so smooth and everything. Man, that was some Glasgow hospitality. I've had such a good time in Glasgow. I first came to Glasgow with Jewel on tour. Second time I opened for Glenn Tilbert from Squeeze. And we played at a place called King Tut's Wawa Hut. And there's a sign above the stage because the stage is really low. And it says, "Mind your fucking heed." I guess a bunch of people I missed you yesterday on Butte. You know how you took me to Curry last time? I went to see that same guy was working. He recognized me, the Indian guy.
Yeah.
And it's weird because he's like from India, and he also has a Scottish accent in a weird way. Like he's from India, and he was like, "I would like you to have the chicken vindaloo tonight." And then at the same time, he turned around and he goes, "You can't find any parking." He goes, "Maybe it's a chicken tikka masala." And then he goes, "In a murder."
Oh, God.
Yes.
Did you get the underpants back?
I did get my underpants back. And the one she tried on, did you wash them?
Yes, I did. Yes.
You're so nice, Tina. She's embarrassed. She's from Yorkshire. And so she doesn't say, he was going to go down there. She says, he were going to go down there. He were going to go down there. That's how they speak in Yorkshire. It's pretty cool. And she married a Glasgow boy. And they drove down here to see me play, so it's really cool. Thank you. You guys are crazy. I was talking to this girl, and she's on the speakers committee to bring the Dalai Lama to come speak in the desert, in Palm Desert. And so she said to me, I was having this great conversation with her, and she said, listen, I might have to take a phone call because I'm expecting the Dalai Lama's agent to call. And everything just sounded so weird. I said, the Dalai Lama has an agent? Just the whole thing, the whole idea seemed ludicrous to me. The Dalai Lama has an agent? She said, of course he has an agent. What do you think he's going to call him and go, yeah, this is the Lama, I'd like to come speak. So every rock band that tours has what's called a rider, R-I-D-E-R, and on your rider you say what you want. Like, I would like my underwear to be washed, I'd like some 9-volt batteries, a bottle of Jameson, and this or that. Like rock bands say what they want. Van Halen was notorious. I think they said they didn't want any brown M&Ms in a bowl. You put a bunch of M&Ms and take all the brown or green ones out. Can't remember which color it was. And there was a friend of mine who was in a band called the Beat Farmers from San Diego. His name was Country Dick Montana. Big, larger-than-life figure, and he played on my first record when I was in this band called the Rugburns. And on his rider he said, beer. It just said lots of beer, and it can only be in green bottles. That was what was on their rider. It had to be beer in green bottles. So I said to the girl, what's on the Dalai Lama's rider? Because that's what I was interested in. And she said, I can't, I'll find out and I'll let you know, but I have to take a call. That's the agent calling me now. And I had to catch a flight, so I never found out what was on his rider. And so I wrote this song called The Dalai Lama's Agent. And here goes. The Dalai Lama's agent emailed me again with a handful of requests. I was on the I-10. Now the I-10 runs from Los Angeles all the way to Florida, Interstate 10, so you have a long time to talk to the Dalai Lama's agent. I pulled off to a rest stop and put my paper to the pen. They said the Lama likes his whiskey and small bills and 5s and 10s. Well, I'd seen a lot of riders from England to Nepal. Ringo, George and John, the Dalai Lama, and Sir Paul. I must be dreaming. The skies are black above. There's a beating in my heart, and there's a reason why I love. There are monks in flowing robes, and the opium is free. There's a bed there in the corner, and a telescope to see. There's a seashell on the table, and if you hold it to your ear and you listen really close, you'll hear laughter from a pier. The children are all singing, their voices blend as one. It's happiness they're bringing. They're dancing in the sun, and everything is perfect. We're all spinning free. The telescope is waiting,